I'm going to be talking about something that pretty much anyone who watches my videos will never expect me to say or will never expect me to do. I'm going to disagree with something Christopher Hitchens said about, about religion in general. For the most part, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Christopher Hitchens, and David Silverman, I agree with them fully on basically everything they say. I don't blindly follow them. I do my research, and I agree with what they say about a lot of the topics, especially when it comes to religion and atheism, because they present good points. They're very, very intelligent men. Well, Christopher Hitchens was. I mean, he's dead now, but Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, and David Silverman are all very, very smart men. And it's not blind faith for me to just follow them, because I don't. I do my own thing. However, there was a debate. I don't remember who Christopher Hitchens was debating, or if it might not have even been a debate. It might have just been a talk show, but it was one of the things where Christopher Hitchens was addressing a very large audience. And he was talking about a lot of things, and I believe someone asked him a question. I'm not sure. I really don't remember much about it. But basically what Christopher Hitchens said, and I'm paraphrasing here, is that he doesn't understand why people wish there was a God. The people who are atheists and say, well, I'm an atheist, there's not enough evidence for me to believe, but I wish there was a God. And then he goes on to say, you're just wanting a sky daddy. You're wanting someone to watch over you. You're wanting someone to control your life. You're wanting someone to be there to guide you. And you're basically wanting this father figure in your life forever, and that's why you wish there was a God. There's just no evidence for any of the gods that are currently believed in. And there might be some people that are like that, but for someone like me, I highly disagree with that. Namely because I was never strong into the religion, in any religion, and so I never had that feeling of having someone watching over me, someone being a sky daddy, a father figure to me like that. I mean, my dad is a father figure to me, but like an eternal father figure that can see my every move, my every thought, my every feeling. I never felt that, and I don't desire that at all. When I say that there isn't sufficient evidence to believe in a God, but I wish there was a God, it's solely for the reason of an afterlife. So it's better for me to say I wish I could believe because of an afterlife, not I wish I could believe because I wish there was a God. That's probably where the misconception or it's taken the wrong way. Because I don't want there to be a God like the God of the Bible. I don't wish the God of the Bible was real, was factual. I don't wish any current God was. I wish I would follow more in the deist type views, but just hope for and wish for an afterlife. So the reason why I wish is solely for an afterlife, especially for the comfort of the people that need it. For example, my girlfriend, as I've mentioned before, is utterly terrified of death. She is so terrified of death that she will literally, like, if she starts thinking about it at night, she'll be up all night just like hyperventilating and having a panic attack, an anxiety attack in her bed, which drives her crazy that she can barely get sleep sometimes. It depends on the situation, because sometimes if she's really tired and she's had a busy day, she'll be able to fall asleep. But other times she'll just lay there and she'll start thinking about death, and then she'll start freaking out. And the worst part is the person who's closest to her, me, doesn't believe in the things that comfort her, because she's a Christian. She believes in heaven. And she knows that I'm a very logical person. She knows that I'm a smart person. I'm not trying to gloat here. I'm just stating these. And so she kind of, because she dates me, she knows me, and she knows that I'm an atheist, she kind of questions her own beliefs, which is, in my mind, unhealthy, just simply because she's so terrified of death. I wish that an afterlife existed and we knew about it so that I could comfort her. I could comfort everyone else who's terrified of death. Being an atheist, I have tons of people talk to me and comment and send me messages, especially on Skype, talking about how they're terrified of death and they're wondering how I deal with it, how I can put up with the inevitable, knowing that I'm going to die one day, and just seeing it from my point of view, seeing that it's going to be the oblivion. There's going to be nothing. There is no afterlife based on, since there is no evidence for any of the current religions or any past religions. So basically you die and that's it. That's the end. There's no more. And so they questioned me about that. And my answer, the reason why I'm comfortable with it, will not comfort them and will not comfort most people. It comforts me because I don't need an afterlife. I'm not looking to require an afterlife so that I can be happy. I don't need that. I know that I need to make my life on earth the most happy I can, or the best I can, doing what makes me happy, and then when I die, it's over. That's it. I don't have an afterlife. I've come to accept that. And then people are not only terrified of dying, but of death itself, what it's going to be like when you're dead, having no afterlife, just the oblivion itself. And to that, I just simply point towards, just think about what it was like before you were born. Do you remember it? Do you remember, like, play it like this. Do you remember back when you were 5 years old? Because I have a few vague memories of when I was 5 years old. Do you remember back from when you were 2 years old? Do you remember back from when you were 1 year old? Do you remember back from your birth? Now, picture what it was like before you were even born. What it felt like. Think about what was it like back in 1850. Do you know what it was like? What you were feeling back in 1850? That's what it'll feel like after you die. You didn't even know 1850 existed. You didn't feel 1850 happen. The same thing will happen after you die. You're not going to feel eternity. You'll just be gone. You won't be a part of this universe. You won't be a part of the time constant. You'll be separate from that. You'll just be gone. So you won't feel an eternity happening while you're dead because there won't be an eternity. Eternity is only relative to this universe. If you are gone, if you don't have any consciousness in this universe, then you don't obey, you don't follow time, and so you'll just be gone. You'll feel about 1850 the way you feel about 2150. So 1850, 2150. You'll feel the exact same. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll be definitely be dead by then. So that's how I'll feel. That's why I'm able to comfort myself. I know that I can dedicate my life to making myself and as many others as happy as possible and be satisfied with my life, not regret not doing anything. And then I can die in peace and just know that that's at the end. I will be remembered by, my loved ones, but that's it. That's the end. And hopefully, I don't know if this will ever happen, but I hope that I can go down in history in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to do something crazy to do so, but it would be nice to, go down in history like Christopher Hitchens. A lot of people will remember Christopher Hitchens. A lot of people miss Christopher Hitchens just because of how brilliant he was, how much of an impact he made on the fight against religion. And I want to be remembered. I want to go down in history for something. I don't know what, but that's something that will, be figured out down the road. I don't know. But as long as I feel successful in my life, if I feel satisfied, then I can die in peace, and I'm not afraid of death. That's the only thing I can say. I wish there was an afterlife for other people, so they're comfortable, not for me. It's not for my own comfort. I mean, yeah, I would like to spend the rest of eternity with my girlfriend and hopefully one day wife, but I don't need that. I'm perfectly fine. I want that for other people's comfort. And I hope there someday will be some sort of comfort for those people.